channel, thank you so much for being here. And if you're new here, hello. My name is Ashley. I run things here at Oak Crow Gal. And we're talking about Whole Foods today. We're talking about my 5 favorite things to get at Whole Foods. A couple just like housekeeping items to get out of the way. Number 1, the lighting in this video is terrible and it's already driving me insane as I look at myself in the viewfinder. I always film in daylight because I don't have some like fancy lighting kit that I use. I attempted to do that today while Daisy was napping and she woke up like a third of the way through my video, so that didn't work. So it's currently 8:16 p.m. and this is just what this video is gonna be. Number 2, this video is a collab with Colette over at Coco's Keto Journey. And I actually had the opportunity to meet Colette a couple weeks ago when we went to Seattle. She's from the area and we ended up meeting up and getting drinks and it was so much fun. It was kind of cool to meet somebody that you only know from the internet in person. I've never experienced that before, so it was a lot of fun. And she has a channel here and she does daily vlogs pretty much. She does reviews every now and then. I feel like she always has really like fun keto snacks and like fun keto dessert type things in her videos. I told her that when we got together, I said, I love watching you pack your lunch because you always have these like this bar and this fruit thing and this, you know, fat bomb that like, I just feel like she always has like really cool stuff. So go over and subscribe. She's at, I think, 83 subscribers. If only 17 of you go and subscribe, we can get her to 100. And I think that would be really cool if with this collab, we could get her past 100 subscribers. As a creator, that's a huge milestone and let's just all help each other out and try to get Colette there. So like I said, we today are gonna be talking about our Whole Foods favorites. Now, Colette and I knew we were gonna do a collab video and she ran some ideas past me, one of which being like our 5 favorite things to get at Whole Foods. And I was like, yeah, oh my God, that sounds great. Like that's so easy. And then I sat around and thought about it and I was like, why did you agree to do this video? Because it's not easy, it's so hard. I feel like my favorite like departments at Whole Foods, my favorite reasons for shopping at Whole Foods are very easy to think of, but in terms of like specific products, that is a struggle. So what I decided to do was I chose to focus more on the general reasons why I like shopping at Whole Foods. There's like one product in particular that I've only been able to find there that we will obviously talk about, but everything else is kind of like a generalization as to what I enjoy picking up there when I go shopping. So you'll see once we jump into it, but it was impossible for me to think of like 5 things I specifically go to Whole Foods for. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. The first thing I'm gonna talk about is beverages. So I love at Whole Foods that there are so many individual drinks that you can buy. So you don't have to buy cases of stuff. You don't have to buy 4 packs or 8 packs of different drinks. They have individual cans for sale, not even just in their little like refrigerated section, but I noticed when I went there today that they had, even in the aisle section, they had individual cans that you could pick up. So for example, I got this Waterloo. I've never tried the strawberry, so I picked that up. I also got this Boss Sparkling Unsweetened Iced Tea. Erin just showed this in her video and she actually DM'd me on Instagram to tell me about it because it's pineapple and coconut, which are like my jam. So I got this, and then I also picked up this Highball Energy Grapefruit Sparkling Energy Drink. It is unsweetened. Somebody in my comment section recently was like, have you tried this? You gotta try it. So I picked up one of these. I think the Waterloo was 79 cents. This was on sale if you were a Prime member. Instead of $3, it was $2, which is really sweet. And I just think that that's really cool so that you don't have to make a huge commitment about buying a case of something, or if you just want to try stuff. Like, I have no idea what this tastes like. I just want to try one. I don't want to buy 6. So that is my number 1, are just like the individual drinks. Kind of following along in that same line, cheese. So when you go to Whole Foods, in the cheese section where there's actually like a worker, like a cheesemonger, if you will. So not in like where the shredded cheese and stuff is, but where they have like the actual blocks of cheese. There's usually a bin of smaller little like almost sample size cheeses. I love this about Whole Foods. Even pre-keto, I loved this part of Whole Foods because it allows you to try different cheeses that maybe you don't want to spend a pretty penny on, or maybe you don't know if you're gonna like it and you don't want to buy a huge block. The dogs. And you just want to get like a sampling. So today I picked up this Black Creek 2-year vintage white cheddar. This was $1.50. And then it also had this one. This one was $2.70, so it was definitely pricier for the size. It's a pretty small little wedge. I have no idea what kind of cheese this is. It's a very soft. It looks like a brie, and it has like herbs and seasonings on like the rind part of it. But that is one thing that I just really enjoy about Whole Foods, is that you can kind of dig in that cheese section. Today they only had about 4 or 5 different ones. Normally they have like 8 to 10 different cheeses in there. You can dig for the ones that you want, or like if you want a smaller piece, like let's say you didn't want to pay $2.70 and you wanted a smaller piece, you can dig for that. Like it's just a nice and affordable way to try different cheeses. Moving right along, the next thing I'm going to talk about is their bar selection. I really love that their aisle of bars is literally the entire whole one side of an aisle. And when I have time and I'm in Whole Foods, I will frequently go there and just start flipping over different bars and looking at macros and kind of trying to decipher like what I want to try. The options are endless. Today I picked up 2 that I have never tried before. This is the Primal Kitchen bar, and it's the coconut lime flavored one. I love this because of the size. Like I like that it's a like little small bar, and the packaging. I love the color of this packaging. I'm that person. Like I'm that person when people are in a boardroom and they're like, who cares about what the color of this is? And someone pipes up and says, someone will buy that because it's seafoam green. Me, I'm the someone. Macros wise on this, 200 calories, 16 fat, 7 net carbs, and 8 protein. So in terms of keto, this is a really good option. I'm excited to try this. And then I also picked up this one. This is an Epic bar. It's chicken, egg yolks, and apple. I just saw a Keto Connect video where Mega was talking about how this is one of her favorite bars. I'm really excited to try this. Really piqued my interest that it had apple in it. This is 140 calories, 7 fat, 3 net carbs, and 13 protein. So definitely higher on the protein in comparison to this one. But I just think this is really cool. Like, at what place can you get like a meat bar and then like a coconut lime protein bar? Like that's just another perk to Whole Foods, is the endless options of protein and keto friendly bars. All right, 2 things left. These things are a little bit more specific, so I followed the rules a little bit more on these 2. The Lily's, the good old Lily's chocolate. Whole Foods has the largest selection. There's only one other store in the San Diego area that I know of where I can pick up Lily's, and they literally only have it by the cash wrap, and they have 2 bars. Whole Foods has like 8. So whenever I'm like really wanting to venture out and I'm like jonesing for a Lily's bar, I will hit up Whole Foods. This is just the salted almond milk chocolate one. This is my favorite, but as you saw from the picture, they had a ton to choose from. And it's just nice to have variety every now and then. I have never had a Lily's bar I didn't like, but I do like to kind of peruse and choose from, you know, 8 to 10 than from 2 different bars. All right, and then the last thing, this is the item that I mentioned that I have only ever found at Whole Foods. This is the Siete brand, and it's the Cashew queso. Oh my God, it's so good. This is the spicy blanco. They do make like a more of a nacho cheese, like an orange colored one. It is so so good. I think the last time I mentioned this on my channel was like months ago when I was first making breakfast burritos, and we would eat this with our breakfast burrito. It's so good. It's spicy. Guys, the ingredients are so clean. Water, cashews, tomatoes, nutritional yeast, onion, green bell pepper, white vinegar, jalapeno, sea salt, flaxseed, fermented extract of oregano, flaxseed, and plum, coconut milk powder, lactic acid, onion powder, garlic powder. I know that sounded like a lot, but everything that I listed off was super, super clean. It's paleo, gluten-free, vegan, grain-free, dairy-free, soy-free, and it's so good. It is pricey. This was like $5, but it's so, so good, and I've only ever found it at Whole Foods. All right, y'all, so that is my rundown of 5 things that I love picking up at Whole Foods. I feel like that was a good balance of more specific things that I like to get, but also just, you know, why I prefer to shop for certain items there. I've said it before and I'll say it multiple times here on out, get the Whole Foods app if you are a Prime member. Even if you never, ever shop there, when you're just laying in bed at night doing your, you know, scrolling, click on it, scroll through, look at the deals that they have. Y'all, sometimes we're talking about 35, 40, 55% off different things if you're a Prime member, and the deals just can't be beat. We all know that frequently keto-friendly items are very expensive, and if you can save between 35 and 55% on something, you best run there to do it. So definitely download that if you're a Prime member. You will not regret it. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like me to do more of these videos, like top 5 things at Trader Joe's or where else do I shop? Walmart or Target, let a girl know. Leave me a comment down below. What are your favorite things to pick up at Whole Foods? Are you like me where you rarely go there, but you kind of know what you have in mind when you do shop? Do you shop there all the time? Like, what are your favorites? Let me know. Definitely go to Colette's channel. Y'all, let's get her to 100 subscribers. We can do it. I know we can do it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I will catch y'all on Friday for what I eat in a day. Bye, friends.